Hey crew, we got another episode today and it's about the sledgehammer. I like to call her therapy. It's about doing it, being safe and performing well. So remember, get with your local experts to get the best practices, and we're gonna learn some stuff here today as well. Looking forward to it. Let's do it. Equipment we're going to use today. We've got our helmets here to make sure we're protecting those noggins. Also got the See Her Work hair protected so we don't have that helmet hair after the fact. Very important. Safety glasses protect our eyes. 12-pound sledgehammers. I'm looking forward to that. Got to show off my ducks. Leather gloves, and then our safety vest. As always, if we're ever working around roadways, we want to make sure that we're using high visibility. Should be a blast. Well, we're back with Scott today. Thank you again. I'm excited about this one. This is one of my favorite tools. Tell us a little bit about those best practices we're going to learn about today.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me again. Also, we're going to work on the proper way just to walk around. It's kind of like the axe. I like to say, I usually it's a little heavier. Like today, we're using 12-pound sledgehammers, so a little bit heavier. I mean, they have smaller ones. You can get down to low as 8-pound sledgehammers, depending on what your job's calling for. But I like to carry mine like so, and then put my other hand over it to just to transfer the weight if I'm walking around. Or if you want to, and what's different from the axe is that it doesn't have an edge on it, so it really doesn't matter which side it is. You can walk by and do your work, or you can do the cool rock star way and walk with it. Just keep it close to your person, because you don't want to hit anybody in the shin, the foot, or whatever, because the supervisors and the employees, they don't want to get hurt. So just be careful with what you're doing. But we're going to go over and show the proper technique in a moment.
I love it, and I appreciate my ankle, so I'm glad. And the fact that you called it the superstar pose, I'm like, oh, I'm there.
All right.
Thank you, Scott. Let's get after it.
Let's do it.
All right, folks, we're out here today. I'm learning how to swing a sledgehammer with Scott. He's got his stick here. Scott, you want to explain the stick? I love the stick.
The stick is like whenever we do work and stuff, you don't want to say, hey, do this right here, put your finger there, because if the other guy's not paying attention, you'll have a flat finger. It won't be good. So it's a lot easier to put a stick. And believe it or not, you'll be surprised looking around. No matter where you're at, there's a stick. And even if we're doing like a car wreck and we're cutting open a car, I can take the antenna off the car, and that's my pointer. So I like, whenever I'm working with the guys and gals, I like to make sure to, point that way. It's a lot safer, and if they're not paying attention, I don't lose a finger.
Perfect. Love it. And we don't want anybody losing fingers. All right, so we talked about the holding of the sledgehammer while we're walking over here. I personally enjoyed the superstar pose right here. Got that. I got a 12-pound hammer, and we're looking at a good body positioning. Again, I like my shins. I love to run, so I want to make sure I continue to do that. And what I heard there, Scott, is back. We're going to pull back, actually one right foot back a little bit, and swinging the same motion of with the axe, pulling the hands together and making this thing explode. I love it. Therapy! Here we go, everybody. That I could have done better.
As you can see with Jane, there's some weight to this, so you really got to pull. Be sure when you're sliding your hand, pull down some too when you do it if it's a little heavier.
Love it. Okay, so here and then down?
Yes.
I got it. Okay.
There you go. Boom!
Okay, that was just fun. I got to do it one more time.
Right.
That was just fun.
Put your weight into it. Really pull down. There you go.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks, Scott. I really appreciate it.
And also some other things too that people are going to find out with the sledgehammer is, as you can see, if you have some work like Jane was working, that happens to me as well. Sometimes like, oh, that weight catches me off. Sometimes like if we're breaking into the doors to get in for a fire, or if we need to do something, we can grab the sledgehammer like so and just give it a little bang. Because you let the tool do the work, like I said earlier in the video. So, I mean, same thing, you do that. And also if you want to do, I don't want to wreck a building here or whatnot, but if you're doing it from the side, it's the same principle. You come in here and you just move it. Some guys like to hold on to the axe and tap it. I like to put a little bit, let the tool do the work. Let's slide a little bit, not all the way down to the end, because then you're going to do this. It's going to hurt your wrist. Just a little boom, boom. Or if you just like we try to do the doors, we boom or boom. It's a matter of preference, you know. But the general idea of what the proper way is what Jane was doing. You get it up there and you come through and boom.
I love it, man. This is quite the workout. I mean, no wonder all the firemen are so good looking, and firewomen, they're super cute. So
Right.
I'm loving this, but I love that those ideas of, you know, the positioning and making sure. And to me, you know, that my experience was when it starts to feel a little weak in my hand, I need to look at my hand position. Thanks, Scott. That was awesome. I really love it. Thanks, sir. Hey Hard Hat crew, fun episode today. I love the sledgehammer. Thank you again to the local fire department giving us some best practices there. One of the things they mentioned offline that we didn't get a chance to go over in the segment was to make sure you check out your tools and equipment prior. Because there could be some slivers in this as you're bringing your hands together in that positioning. And if you want to learn more a little bit about the products we had in this episode, there's some links below. But most importantly, we want your feedback. What do you think? Did you have any comments, or maybe you've got an idea where that we need to come see you and I got to learn some best practices from you? I would love to learn it. Do me a favor, subscribe to the crew, join the crew, and let's keep this going.